Probably, I think it'll stay. We just have it. I think it'll stay right there, Lord willing. It's still kind of tilted, right?
Yeah, it's tilted us.
Okay.
I'm gonna try this again. Well, I will.
Okay.
Oh, that was it. That was it. Oh, God. Hey. Kind of going with it. Stay up.
Yeah,
Oh,
should stay up. Close to the same. Not what just have to just. Hopefully this joke is charging.
yeah, I know.
We good. Shoot, I hope I ain't knocked the dang on charger out. Nah,
It's so fragile.
I think we'll be alright.
Yeah.
Think about man. She'll stick to it. That for a second.
I got it. I already got that. When I started up at 27, and they wanted, I have a red 7. Joshua like that.
Look, that's the spirit. You got cameras.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what Centurion place up there. Did you speak all wrong? Oh, for real? Hey, Shalom. Shalom. First off, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Makapadash. Double honors unto the apostles, the great millstone, the teacher, rule well, peace and blessings unto the elect, the great millstone, Dallas Camp, Brother Benaiah, priest of the Doc, the elder Bonaparte, the elder Michael Holland, the Yara Yala, you know what I'm saying? So we came over, get a silence, and then basically going into the times that we're going into, man. Now we know, as the scripture says, it's going to be a time like never before, but the Lord also promised that he would save his men, okay? The Lord said, he promised us that he would protect us, man. And my servant shall eat, okay? So we got a lot to look forward to coming into these times, man, okay? Yes, yeah, the flesh is going to have that, you know, of course, the flesh is going to have that fear of the unknown, but you got to remember coming into these times, man, you got to trust in the Lord, man. We got many examples throughout the scriptures, man, Okay, as the scriptures say, man, the things are written foretime were written while learning. Okay, we got a lot of examples we can go back to the scriptures and look onto, you know what I'm saying, to build our faith up, man. Okay? And we're going to start off with that second one.
This is 2 Ezra 2:27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble in heaven is coming, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. Second Ezra 2:26. As for thy servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Verse 27, be not weary, for when the day of trouble in heaven is coming, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Yeah, I wish I said the same thing, man. Go to you that laugh now, so you shall weep no more, man. Okay? There's also brought to another group, man, that elect. Okay, those chosen from the foundation of the earth to receive salvation, man. He told us not to be weary. Okay, neither doubt. It says the same thing in 2 Ezra 16, man. The days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same, man. All right? The Lord constantly tells us, man, not to fear. It tells you in the book of Isaiah, I think, chapter 44, fear not. You know? The Lord constantly telling us not to fear these times that we're coming into, man. You know? As long as we keep doing the work, we have nothing to fear, man. You know? The Lord is going to make a way for us, man. See?
Verse 28, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord.
These people don't, man, they gonna come to realize who the Lord is really dealing with, because now they can't see it. Now we're just like a bunch of bums, man. Now we just because even people we know, just because our parents raised us, or niggas we know in the hood, nigga, I know you. You know, you that same nigga, you smoke me back in those folks. Oh, this bullshit.
I did, nigga. I did, but I don't.
Yeah, they don't know. Yeah, we didn't change, bro. You know,
right?
Coming to this truth, man. They don't know it. They don't know us anymore, man. Truly, you know. But like I said, they're gonna come to realize who the Lord. It's gonna be very evident who the Lord is dealing with in the times we're coming into, man. There's gonna be mass judgment going out on the planet Earth, man. You know.
Psalms chapter 46, verse 10. Be still and know that I am the Most High. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. I'll read again. Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am the Most High. That's the instruction that Psalms give us, to be still and be calm, man. You know, don't worry about it. You know, a lot of everyone else is gonna be frantic and running around and losing their mind, man. But he's telling these men to be still and chill and calm down. Why? Because hey, the Most High has this. He has some law. We have prophecy at the end of the day. Okay, we have a sure foundation, which is the Habashah, which is our rock. So when the storm comes, we're going to, in the spirit, we're going to be still. That's what the Most High is telling us. Okay? I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. And that's what we're seeing now. That's why the Most High has his prophets out there. Because that name, Yahweh Shah, has been exalted amongst the heathen now. Who's the chief heathen? Esau, who's ruling right now. Okay? The Most High's men are out there exalting that name, exalting that power, the spirit power of Yahweh Shah. And we're exalting what? The prophecy that's going on. And then the prophecy that was magnifying the spirit of Yahweh Shah amongst the heathen. Okay? The Most High is tearing the heathen down, man, and raising up his elect. Okay? For the Lord of hosts is with us. The power of Jacob is our refuge. Okay? And the power of Jacob, the Most High, Yahweh Shah. Okay? The scriptures say that the name of the Most High is a strong tower. That's our refuge. Calling upon that name. That's the only name that you can call upon for salvation. It's Yahweh Shah. Yahweh in the Most High's name. By Hashem in the name of Yahweh Shah, the only begotten Son. It's not Jesus Christ. Call on Yahweh Shah for salvation. Okay, that's what we have first and foremost is our refuge, is that name. That's very important. Okay? And once you get called upon that name and believe that name, that's when the Spirit comes down upon you, the Most High visit with you. Okay? And that's going to be our refuge and our protection. It's called upon that name. It's not going to be guns. Okay? It's not going to be going to the so-called white man to get away from these calamities that are coming. The only way out of salvation is calling upon that name and having faith in that name and abide by the guidance that name and that spirit comes from. That was it.
grab this, bro. I grab this is John 17 and 15. It says, I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. See? That's Yahweh shall praying for the elect, man. Okay? Praying for his service, man. He told the Lord not to take us out of this situation, but to keep us from the evil, man. You know, we gotta go through what we're about to go through in order to get to the kingdom of heaven, man. It tells you that in the book of Acts 14. With much tribulation shall you enter into the kingdom on the both sides. You see? And we following after our Lord Yahweh shall, and the servant is not greater than his master. And the way the Lord is bringing us up, man, it look crazy to these people, man. All right? How you gonna beat this man when you ain't got no guns? You don't trust your guns, you know? When you ain't got no that's why these other Israelite camps preach what they preach, man. You know? But we got plenty of multi second Exodus, bro. I want to get that point, man, because the way the Lord brought the children of Israel out of Egypt, the way he brought them, man, was a way basically where he can get fame on Pharaoh, man. You know? He brought us, matter of fact, we'll get it. Just get it, bro. Yeah, you know? Can I get it? Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Second Ezra 2 and 28 and 29. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell.
See, so the Lord here is going to, that way our children, even our children, are not going to see hell. Going into these, these times we're coming to, man. They're dead, basically. You know, it tells you that in Psalm 91, man. You know, so we made the Most High habitation that none of these plagues are going to come nigh thy dwelling, man. You see? So even our families are going to be protected in the time we continue doing this work, man. You see?
Hosea 1 and 7. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and I will save them from Yahweh their power. And I will save them by Yahweh their power, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen. So the Most High is going to save us with His Spirit, right? With His power, His celestial power. We see the Son back in Yahweh Shah. You know, right now He's saving us behind His Word, because His Word is giving us understanding on what's about to come, who's our enemy, right? Who we need to trust, who we don't need to trust. That alone is going to be a covering. That understanding alone is going to be a covering for us in that day. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is Exodus chapter 14, starting at the top at verse 1. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai spake unto Moses, saying, speaking to the children of Israel, that they turn and encamp before Paharamoth, between Migdal and the sea, over against Baal-Zephon, before it shall ye camp by the sea. For Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land, the wilderness hath shut them in.
Yeah, you see, so the Lord basically telling Moses to take the children of Israel a certain way, you know, and they're going to camp by the sea, man. Okay, and they when you actually go into it, when you look into it, they were basically camping. They was in the middle. They was basically in the middle between the sea and then like some mountain ranges, man. So it was like basically like no way out. You see, the Lord brought them up this way for a reason.
Verse 4. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, that he shall follow after them, and I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, that the Egyptians may know that I am Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and they did so.
Yeah, so the Lord brought him this way basically so he could flex on them, man. You see?
And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled, and the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants was turned against the people. And they said, why have we done this, that we have let Israel go from serving us?
I'm showing you there is no free will, man. Okay? The Lord was in control. The Lord made them do this, man. Just like the Lord is going to make them come out to Israel again.
And he made ready his chariot and took his people with him. And he took 600 chosen chariots and all the chariots of Egypt and captains over every one of them. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel.
Okay, so you actually going to that during that time period, man. Those choice chariots, man, that was basically the top. Just like Esau got his top jets right now, whatever, whatever it is, man. But back then, those chariots, that was a top military, weapon, man. Okay, so here it is, the children of Israel don't got nothing, man. Nothing but the clothes on their back and the stuff they left Egypt with, man. No weapons or none of that stuff, man. You see. The Lord is having Pharaoh and his army come with everything they got, man. Keep going, bro.
I'll read it again. Exodus 14:8. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel. And the children of Israel went out with an high hand. But the Egyptians pursued after them all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them encamping by the sea, beside Paharath, before Baal-zephon.
So here it is. Now Pharaoh. Now you gotta picture that, man. We by the sea. Ain't nothing but mountain ranges. And here comes Pharaoh and his army. There's no way out. And he's coming with his full military. They said his top chariot, his choice chariot, man. So that's that top shit. You know what I'm saying? He pull out, man. He just don't pull them out like that, man. You see? Keep going, bro.
And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them. And they were sore afraid, and the children of Israel cried out unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us to carry us forth out of Egypt?
Hey, we're going to be put in situations where our faith is going to be challenged. And it talks about that way in, what's that, 1 Corinthians? It's in the 3rd chapter or the 10th chapter when it says, don't harden your heart like the children of Israel. It's the 10th chapter, I thought so. We were put in compromised situations, but you had 2/3, they talked about faith. Some was blatant, and some, if you look at it in the flesh, was understandable. You got 300 troops coming at you, chariots coming at you. This chariot, that's probably about 4 people per chariot. Ain't no telling how big the platoon was. You were broke down, nation, fleeing after the Most High did a miraculous work. So you get to some points where it's just like, man, we got to fight these people or they gonna totally slaughter us. Right? So faith is gonna have to come in.
And that example looked like it wasn't no way out. Like they was through, basically. Like damn, what we gonna do? That's why they said. That's why he was crying out the most like this. So you brought us out here to die, man.
It's like when you're in the flesh, you don't think that. You think all these things happen. You're all of a sudden, you're back in a bad situation. Like, damn, I thought we were just living. What happened? Like, what we do? In the flesh, you be like, damn, we didn't do nothing. This ain't nothing bad. We leave it. You think you made a mistake or something. Now, Pharaoh on your ass, this in the flesh. Like the brother was saying, man, it'll look bad in the flesh. The flesh and eyes make no mistake.
The times we coming into, we can't have that kind of mindset, man. See, we gotta fully be focused on your high by Shemel shop, man. See, and if you have a mindset like the brothers are going into, then you're gonna be through. Hey, whatever, just like we're gonna continue in the story, but what happened them niggas just start start flipping out, just start jumping in the water trying to swim. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even get a Lord time to you know what I'm saying, to come through and show. You can't have that mindset, man. You gotta wait on the Lord, man. You see? You can be in like a situation where it's like you're about to die, man. The Lord, we got multiple examples throughout the scriptures where the Lord just came through like that, man. Divine intervention coming. That's about to start happening again on the planet Earth, man. It haven't been seen in thousands of years, man. Divine intervention is coming. It said that in Sirach, man. Show new signs. You see? And new wonders, man. Divine intervention is coming back, man. We already see the chariots. You see? So how much more of the times are we coming into, man? The scriptures talk about, man, the Lord is going to lift up a standard when the enemy come in like a flood. Here you go, the example right here. Pharaoh and his army was coming in like a flood, man. But what did the Lord do? You're going to see once we continue reading the story.
This is what I quoted. 1 Corinthians 10:1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, now that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea. Bring out. And were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank of the spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Mashiach. But with many of them, the Most High was not well pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness. Now these things were our example, to the intent we should not lust after evil things as they also lusted. That's the things of the flesh. That's the battle. We're battling the flesh versus being in the spirit. And when we went to the wilderness, a lot of our people started resorting back to that flesh, worshiping idols, being contrary to leadership. That's the spirit that's going on in Israel now as things are turning up. So it's not coincidence. Trying to put yourself up as a leader like Corey. All these things going on. Not having total faith in Yahweh by Yahweh.
That account happened after the Egyptians were drowned and Jacob was on their way to the promised land. Jacob was still murmuring. Mosai told Egypt, new asshole, drown in the drown of Pharaoh, and Jake still talked cash and murmured, backbite, and moved towards the flesh. Like sad, man. We can't be like that. We have to do these things. 15:4 says. He says bring the full time from Mosai did the same thing now with his spiritual needs. He's bringing plagues, he's bringing this place down, man. He's taking the modern day Pharaoh, Esau, he's taking the status there, man, right before our very eyes, man. So we have to make sure that we don't be like those who make the light in 1 Corinthians 10 chapter, man. We have to maintain that faith in Yahweh Shai and see, just realize the works that he's doing, man, and believe that he's going to continue to work with us.
1 Corinthians 3:13, it says, every man's work shall be made manifest, for that day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. Man, that's the time we're living into, man. All right, our temptations, Jacob's trouble. Adversity is going to show a person's true character, man, what they really about, man. That's the time that we're coming into, man. You see? So right now, these little shit that we going through right now, the little hill we catching, is just training, man. Sometimes you get pissed off, you gotta catch yourself. I'm talking to me, AC at my grill for like 2 days, bro. I was like, fuck it. Shit, I'm like, the time was coming to talk. I was working on something. Shit, I was like, fuck it, man. If it is what it is, man. The Lord blessed me, had some money at the time, I don't get a damn fan. At least I had a fucking fan. You gotta look at the little things, man. Yeah, cold water, you gotta look at little shit like that, man. You gotta find the good in it, man. Hey, praise the Lord, man. You see?
So we're telling you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that troubling times are coming, and your confidence and faith will be taken away from you, man. Your best bet is to cling to the Lord. That's why we're out here, to strengthen you and build up your faith, man.
That's right. But you're not gonna be able to depend on the flesh. You know how it is. Say for instance, you have a bad day, and so you get off work, you go hit happy hour, you drinking, so you can chill, you can rest. You're not gonna be able to do that at times when you come home. You're not gonna be able to have access to, going out, access to food, really. So things that we'll have to depend on is really the spirit. And going through these trying times of being now is beautiful because the Most High is building our character. And He's letting us know, the things that we work on. Not only that, but the things that's too positive, man. So you evolve as a person, evolve as a son of God. So the why do you how much you now shall for a person? talks about that in Sirach, the second chapter. Whatever's brought upon you, take it cheerfully. It's just time to level up.
Right. You know, when the elect is going to see that, man. The rest of the Thursday, I mean, we're not out here trying to wake you up in conversion, man.
Right.
We're telling you what's going to happen to you. We prophesy what's happening to you. It's going to be destruction, anguish, death by pain, man. Because y'all refuse to take hold, to repent, to change your ways. You refuse to take your mind out of the society. So what's going to happen, man? You're going to be very uncomfortable. You're not going to know why. You're going to be put in various different situations to where the Most High is going to hurl y'all out, man. Tell y'all to assholes, language, you know. But two-thirds of our people, man, y'all are through. You know, so we really only get preaching words of encouragement to the elect, but the rest of y'all, man, y'all are going to die.
Right. Got something. Go ahead. I got you.
All right, Isaiah 10. Now read it, Isaiah 10 and 20 in the NLT. It says, and in that day, the remnant left in Israel, the survivors of the house of Jacob, but no longer depend on allies who seek to destroy them. But they will faithfully trust the Lord, the Holy One of Israel. You see? It said that remnant, man. We ain't going to lean up on Esau like two-thirds of the nation of Israel depending on this place, man. Especially when all hell breaks, they're going to be looking for Esau to save them, man. We ain't going to be looking for Esau, man. We're going to lean up on the Lord, man. You see? Just like the brother was going into, man. Hey, man, you trust in this place, man, like I said, man, the shadow of Egypt gonna be your shame, bro. You know? It should show you now with Joe Biden, man. You niggas went out and did all that, voted just like with Obama, man. There ain't nothing changed for you niggas, man. Not one damn thing have changed for you, man. You still at the bottom. Your ass still getting shot by police, you know? Now you paying high food prices on top of that.
Yeah. On top of being used as a mascot for the wicked agenda of Esau Edom. And now, you so-called Negroes are now the face of oppression. So they use what we've been through as a way to push the perverse sexual orientation, the alphabet people. So now it's a point to where you have these white funny people, trans people saying that, you know what, it's okay to call, you guys got the flash, the green light to call Carl Thomas a nigger because I'm a trans female. I'm classified as I'm considered a nigger too. You see that? So you guys are being used as pawns for the wicked agenda of Esau Edom. Joe Biden told you when he got into office that if you don't vote for him, you're not black.
Right.
Meaning, he's really stereotyping you. He's putting you in the category, which is a form of racism. But our people don't see that because it's a sleight of hand. You know, that's why the scriptures say never to trust our enemies. Though he go crouch, never humble himself. Though he go crouch, you know what I'm saying? He hasn't humbled himself, this is paraphrase. You know? And this is what we see going on. So we are telling our people to come out of her. Because bad times are coming on the face of the earth. And how do you come out of her? Do we go get a passport? No, you come out of her mentally speaking.
I like read that in Hosea 1:7.
Right.
I'm about to say you're gonna be saved by the sword, you're gonna be saved by the Spirit of the Lord. And the same people you trust him in, he's coming down with great wrath, man. This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So the same people you trust in, man, they got plans to storm in like rushing water from a waterfall, man. They coming in with full steam ahead. Our only hope and our only life depends on believing these words and hoping that the Lord save us, man. Because we don't have no power, we don't have no weapons, we have no fucking storage houses set up so where we can escape to. But all we have is strictly faith in the Lord, man. But we read, man. Oh, yeah,
That's exactly what Jake saw. Pharaoh and Egyptian come in like a flood, right? You know, and the Most High ends up lifting up the standard, you know? But it looks very bleak, like it looks like a tidal wave, 1,000-foot tidal wave coming that day. You see 1,000-foot tidal wave coming, know you do it. There's not a doubt in your mind. That's right. You know?
And there's nothing we can do physically to get ourselves prepped for what's about to happen. Now you can work out, yeah, you can put some canned goods back here and there. But if you really wanted to just get into the prepper lifestyle, you should have been doing this decades ago. like 2000, like 2010, 07. Right. You know what I'm saying? Stacking up, getting military gear, and even in that, there's no guarantee that was safe. So what totally dependent on how much you have a shot and this beautiful knowledge that he gave us.
We have a bunch of examples of men who operated in that fashion. When Elijah was on the run, now the Lord provided for him. He had the ravens bring Elijah meat. He had him run into the woman, you know, and he multiplied her last meal. She was ready to die. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But he multiplied her last meal for Elijah's sake. So we're going to be just fine.
Even the angel, bro. The angel, bro, he was on the run for, what's that bitch name? Jezebel. Yeah, angels brought the food, bro. It said the angels ministered to him, man. You see? Like the brother said, man, that crippling lifestyle and all that shit, man, you know, that's not going to save you, bro. Because, hey, like it says in the book of Isaiah 55, man, your thoughts are not the Most High's thoughts. His ways are not your ways. So just you imagine how that's going to go down, it might not go down that way. You might not be able to get to that stand, that your ego stance that you just spent years building up, man. You know, then what you going to do? A nigga who just fully trusting that, if he can't get to a nigga, he going to lose his goddamn mind, man. He know it's over, man. I don't want to pull this right quick because you had pulled that Psalms 59, bro. This Ecclesiastes, Isaiah, it's like Ecclesiastes 36:6, show new signs and make new strange wonders, glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may send forth thy wondrous works, man. When the brother pulled this precept out and said, then shall they fear the name of the Lord, man, from the west, man. You see, to the right of the sun. You see, because right now this world is without fear of the Lord, man. You see, don't nobody fear the Lord, man, but the elect, the hopeful elect, man. You see, everybody else just walking around living their damn life, just doing whatever they want to, fulfilling every lust of their flesh. You see, but the Lord is going to bring that fear back, man. Okay, He's going to show new signs, and a part of that new sign is lifting up a standard, man. And that standard is going to come with spiritual powers, divine intervention, whether it be from a chariot or angels coming down. You see, the Lord got multiple ways He can save you, man. Like the scripture say, the Lord's arm is not short that it cannot save, man. You see, so there's many ways the Lord can do it, man.
And then if I can add to it, at the end of the day, they don't fear here because they don't know the Lord. You know, this place been taught a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why it says the God of this world has blinded the minds of them that are lost, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's no knowledge in I believe it's Hosea, the 4th chapter, where it says there's no, you know, the Lord has a controversy with the land because there's no mercy. Controversy. Yeah, 4:1.
Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye chosen of Israel. For the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
And that land is talking about America, man. So he has a primarily talking about America. He has a controversy with this place, man. Go ahead.
It says, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of
primary is Israel, but we got a problem with the nation of Israel. Right. But it's got to take about they can be spiritually twofold over to America.
It says, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land.
And there it is. And that's why there's no fear here, man. You know, ain't no truth, mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High here, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, verse 2, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out in blood touches blood.
Everything that's going on here, man, you know, adultery, you know, killing, stealing, everything that, especially Jake out here doing, man. Brother's been putting videos in the chat of niggas just running up and down, just killing, just shooting, man, killing each other, man. That's that blood touching blood, man. You know, and the Lord has a problem with that, man, you know, because the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the same nation of people, man. You know, we shouldn't be out here, you know, putting, of course, it's judgment, you know, it goes back to the curses at the end of the day, but at the same time, the Lord is going to judge you for those things, man, you know. Back in Exodus 14 and verse 12, is not Is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians? For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness.
Man, them niggas they would rather be slaves, man. Them niggas would rather be slaves, bro.
But the thing about it, the Most High showed them examples that I'm with y'all.
Right.
So
Right.
why? That's what I'm saying. All that.
Yeah,
They just had to pass over to where the Egyptians was like, look, take the gold, y'all get out. And y'all just praise the Lord.
Right.
Just praise the Lord.
They just walk across the sea on the dry land. That's how you know that's these same spirits coming back, man. And they ain't gonna get to see it the first go round.
Yeah, they're about to.
They about to walk on.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the Lord did all that, and for them to have that mindset, it shows you like, if faith is a gift, the Lord got to give it to you to really walk that way, you know?
That's true. Yep.
So both sides with it control.
Yeah.
We got something going on.
Okay, back in Exodus 14 and verse 13. And Moses said unto the people,
Make a point too, man. And the way the Lord is bringing them up a way that where it look like it's, you know what I'm saying? There's no hope. There ain't no way out. He's doing the same way in this time. He's doing the same way in this time, man. That's why you got these camps. Make all you niggas believe in miracles. You believe in spiritual powers. How you gonna beat the white man? You need a gun. You need a gun. Now all this bullshit, man. You know?
We done tried that before.
Right.
Every cardinal way Jake tries to come up with, they say, oh, we gotta do it financially. That's not gonna work. You gotta go to your enemy and he prints the money.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? You're trying to buy land and have your own little. That's not gonna work. Everybody done had land. This devil goes into it and takes what he wants.
Right.
There's only deliverance from this way, from this hell that we're in, is a spiritual.
You can't be sovereign when you have all the resources.
Right.
Like say you get land to go to school, let's say you pay the lead off, pay police off or whatever, you still got to pay property tax.
Yeah.
If y'all pay your taxes, they take the school.
Right.
So to add on to Benaiah's point, man, the only way out of this is through the Lord. Because in this situation, if you're looking at it through carnal eyes, there is no hope to escape. You see?
that's what the Lord is doing. He's putting us in what seems to be a hopeless situation so that we hope and have faith in Him, man. You'll put that hope and faith in Him.
Just like your woman, man. You want your woman to be fully dependent and have hope in you.
Right.
So he's putting us in a situation where we have to be that good wife. Like, oh, I'm worried about what you got going on.
Right.
I ain't got no plan B. I ain't got no rainy day fund.
Right.
Okay, I'm dependent on you.
Right. He said that in this chapter. He's like, man, y'all go this way so I can be honored upon Pharaoh. He gonna be doing. He set it up the same way, brother. Look, I'm gonna have y'all do. Hey, look, it's gonna look crazy. You know, people gonna think it's crazy. How it's gonna happen? But the elect is gonna have faith. They're gonna have faith that the Lord is gonna do what He said. What He said He's gonna say.
That's it by the foolishness of the preaching, that shall be saved.
Right.
So this is bad. Yeah. So we look foolish good. But by us being foolish, hey, y'all look foolish to us. Y'all got the spirits on y'all. But at least to the Lord, what we doing, we got a chance.
They really are the fools, man. Because they rejected knowledge, man.
Right.
The scriptures say that, man.
Hey, you had mentioned how to the brother how the nation of Israel received manna. If you look at the word manna, it literally means what is it? What is this? Well, you can liken that to Yahweh Shah. He's the bread of life. So we out here preaching things of that nature. People look at us like, what is this? What are y'all doing? Y'all look crazy as hell. This is a spiritual, like a spiritual feast for the elect.
Hey, that's how 2/3 of our people look when they walk by us.
Yeah, like that.
what
Like
is this?
that little head ass nigga that it's like. Nah, I ain't gonna keep it beat you. That guy that walked by, you know, he looking at with a smirk, with a smug look on his face.
Proud look, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know.
We the barbecue stand on the white t-shirt. Everybody looking at the stand on his shirt.
Hey, we expect it.
We don't love to see that look. Dead Lord. And all hell breaks loose. then we had that, still have that same smug, proud look. That's the spirit that Esau got on. Our people got that same proud. Like, what are you proud about? You're the lowest people in society, and you're looked down upon by every people in the earth.
Right.
But like the scripture say, the righteous is more excellent than live, but the ways of the wicked seduce them. They've taken on the spirit of the very people that are oppressed them.
It's made some harm. That's why it's preaching and it's bringing the word. It's so foolish. That the scripture said, foolish is a preacher. They make it spend like as brother was saying. This looks foolish to people because they so damn common, man. You know? They look like this looks like this has no way out. This looks like there's no solution. Like we're just out here talking. You know? But that's the power of how I should be on. That's how you say you're safe, you know? That's right.
Back in Exodus 14 and 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Bugging the hell out, man. You just picture Jay. Oh shit, what the fuck? Everybody screaming and shit. Women, children screaming. Ah, what are they gonna do? Cussing Moses out. Oh, they tell that man, shut up, man. Shut the fuck up, man. Brother just brought out, bro. The Lord just totally destroyed Egypt, bro. The Lord just smashed them, bro. Fucked them up, bro. Economic destroyed it, bro. Didn't kill the first one like they were pushing us out here. Nigga, leave. Please leave. You know?
And all of the destruction that the Lord brought upon Egypt was directly in opposition to all the gods that they worship. The same gods that our people worship in the land of Egypt. He brought the darkness against Ra. You know what I mean? So that he had the sun. Whoever the water god, I forgot the name of their god, but you know what? The now turned, showing that he had dominion over everything, that he controlled everything. So there's nothing that you got to worry about because they that be with us are greater than their place, greater than them that be with them. But they still had that spirit of fear, but not the righteous fear, not the fear for Yahweh Shai, but the fear of men.
In the middle of Exodus 14 and 13, it says, well, I started back at the top.
See, make that point too, man. See, we got these situations that we in, you can't react cornerly, man. You can't react rash, bro. You gotta wait on the Lord. You gotta sit and wait and see what the Lord is gonna do, man. And like I said, if they seen that, if Moses would have seen, if Moses would have been in the spirit of these niggas, everybody I would have jumped in and start trying to swim and shit, trying to get away, man, been through. You know what I mean? That's why they had to wait. That's why Moses said, be still, wait. You gotta wait for the Lord to see what he's gonna do, man. That's what we have to do in these times we're coming into, man. You know?
Exodus 14 and 13, and Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
And Moses didn't even know what the Lord was gonna do when he said that, bro.
Which he will show to you today.
Yeah, he didn't know what the Lord was gonna do. He knew the Lord was gonna do something. You know?
For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.
Man, the Lord is gonna fight for us, man. You know? It tells you in the book of Sirach, man, strive unto the truth unto death, the Lord shall fight for you, man. That's what we doing. So if we strive for the truth, the Lord is gonna fight for us, man.
I just appreciate the fact that we truly have fear for the Lord, you also have confidence in him. So this Proverbs 14:26, it says, in the fear of the Lord is strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge. So if they would have had that healthy fear for the Lord, they would have had that confidence, and they would have knew that they were going to have a place of refuge. Although the people were pursuing.
Laying back, Sirach 1 and 21, fear of Yahweh driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath. A furious man cannot be justified, for the sway of his fury shall be his destruction. Like 2/3 of our people in the wilderness, they got mad at Moses, you know, for numerous reasons, began to murmur, or even before that, before the Most High parts the Red Sea, they was ready to get at Moses. They was furious. Why? Because they wasn't fearing the Heavenly Father. They didn't have healthy fear to say, you know what? If I don't believe in him, we're going to jack you up. Verse 23, a patient man will bear for a time, and afterward joy shall spring up unto him.
And they run out of patience.
Yeah.
And they got impatient with the words of the Heavenly Father. You know? And showed when Pharaoh was coming, but the Most High still delivered Jacob. And they ran out of patience again on the way to the other promised land. So that unfaithful generation didn't have any joy because they couldn't be patient. Because they lost patience and faith. Most High walked their ass in the circle for 40 years, so they all died off. And then let the next generation go continue which had joy.
It's gonna take patience in this time. You know, the Lord said that we shall drink, man. But it's gonna be a time, bro. It ain't Jake read that and think, all hell gonna be breaking loose and we're gonna be inside of the fucking buffet. Just chilling, man. You know, no, man. It's gonna be time when your ass is thirsty as hell, man. You're hungry than a bitch, bro. But you still gotta wait on the Lord, man. You see? It might not be that same day. It might not be the next day. It might not be the next day after that. But you just gotta wait on the Lord, bro. You gotta keep that faith that He gonna come through, man. You know?
Back in Exodus 14 and verse 15. And Yahweh Shai said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Israel that they go forward. But lift thou up thy rod and stretch out thine hand over the sea and divide it. And the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. And I behold, and I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they shall follow them. And I will get me honor upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, upon his chariots and upon his horsemen. And the Egyptians shall know that I am Yahweh Shai when I have gotten me honor upon Pharaoh, upon his chariots, and upon his horsemen.
The Lord is going to do that to the modern day Pharaoh, which is Esau. It tells you that the throne that Esau is in. You see? So the Lord is doing all, He set it up this way. That way He can get honor upon Esau, the big bad man, the big bad ruler of the planet Earth, man. You know, Mr. Macho Man himself, man. You know? Like this nigga got that guy, and we can take me down. What the Lord is gonna do, and the Lord is gonna the way the Lord is gonna do it, he's gonna use the men, you know, that you look at, you had at the bottom of the constantly oppressed, man. You gonna have those same men gonna come and he gonna raise up above your ass, man, and take you out your seat.
And that ass whooping is gonna be on display for everybody to see.
Yep.
You know what I mean? 2 Ezra 13th chapter. Everybody's gonna see that ass whooping He's gonna put on them. And then when you in 2 Ezra 13th chapter, it goes into the effortlessness that it's gonna take for Yahweh. When He talks about He neither lifted up hand or sword, He burned up that innumerable multitude. He's gonna do it effortlessly, man. He's not gonna beat you as a man. He's gonna beat you as a power. You know?
Romans chapter 9, I saw the verse 14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? God forbid. For it said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but the Most High that showeth mercy.
And we have this knowledge. We have to believe that we're going to get mercy in that day. We're not out here doing this for nothing.
Right.
We're not out here toiling, you know, just to say that we did it. No, we're actually getting brownie points. You know, we're storing up treasures in heaven. You know, you have people out there that's been hoarding certain resources. You know, financially speaking, they've been buying gold. You know, to combat the recession, really depression that's coming. Well, we've been buying or purchasing spiritual gold. So when the time hits, guess what? We're going to be taken care of. We're going to know how to maneuver. And also, the Most High is going to send aid unto us, divine intervention, like the brothers brought up.
Yeah, man. We're prisoners of hope. So we do got to understand that, hey, look, regardless, you know, of what's going on here, if we remain steadfast, the Lord's going to give us double for all our trouble. You know what I mean? It says that, you go to Zechariah, I'm going to read this real quick. Zechariah 9 and 12. It says, turn you to the stronghold, you prisoners of hope. Even today I declare that I will render double unto thee. And then you read it in the NLT, it says it like this. It says, come back to a place of safety, all you prisoners who still have hope. I promise this very day that I will repay 2 blessings for each of your troubles.
And we ain't gotta wait 2,000 years, you know, for the Most High to show His judgment. We're in a time to where the Most High is going to see the sun back very, very soon. And how shall back very soon. You know, so how much more so having hope in Yahweh Shemashah that we're going to get out of here soon? Because all these prophecies are lining up in the Old Testament and the New Testament. Revelation 13 chapter is screaming. You know, we see all these things, and we have to say, you know, when you're in the flesh, you say, you know, dang, you know, woe to me, it's gonna be bad. I got this going on, I got that going on. But on the flip side, it's kind of like, hell yeah. Hey, we got to get out of here. Yeah. We ain't got to go through no other captivity, brothers. We ain't gonna have to be on a damn boat again and have to go to Egypt, the other Egypt, and then walk into Israel. No, we're gonna be saved.
We at the end of our prison bid. You know what I mean? Just a little bit more time left, but we almost out here, man.
3 miles, huh?
Like in Romans chapter 9, verse 17, for the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout the earth.
If I may. Yeah, and the Lord's going to do it again. It's going to be, his name is going to be made great in the earth again. People are going to be like, oh my, like we always read, you go to Wisdom of Solomon 5, people are going to be having that realization, oh, those men were right. They're going to go through that realization that, oh, this is, we erred from the way of truth. Those men had it. That's why, Wisdom of Solomon 5, that's why I said this was he, when we sometimes had a derision and a proverb of reproach. If somebody want to get it, you know, we can, but yeah. That's the best precept I like to go to for that I told you so. That's the big I told you so moment. When the chariots fill up the skies, man, Lord will I get to see it, man. I get to see the look on these people's faces.
That's right. And the whole time you fearing these men, so-called white man, the flesh is like everybody else. The Lord made his ass, man.
And when you understand that, bro, your whole worry about what's gonna go down, it really kind of just goes away.
Right.
You realize that Esau, even him, he's just a piece on the chessboard. The Lord is just having him play a part for a particular time. That's all it is.
Play the part so the Most High can show his power, so he can be exalted. It's already Psalms 46 earlier. Be still and know that I am the Most High. I will be exalted among the heathen. Okay, we have to be in some situations. We're going to have to give a certain heathen power and authority. So for the Most High to be exalted, know that he is the true power and in control of everything. So that's all that's happening, right? Okay? Verse 18. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he harden. And so if you get the Most High in control, he's going to have mercy on those who have mercy, which is the elect. Whom he will, he's going to harden. Who is going to harden against Jake right now? Esau, so-called white man. He's a new Pharaoh, so he's going to harden against 2/3 of our people, man. Okay? Y'all talking about Daddy Trump and all this, and it runs to the white man for validation. He's going to harden the so-called white man against Jake out here, man. But the elect, he's going to have mercy. You know?
Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
And right now, you know, you see the men of the Lord, all right? Those dry bones, now we got the tissue on us, we got the skin. We're speaking in great boldness against the very people who have afflicted us, man. You gotta understand the prophecies and what's going on in the scriptures in order to have something to look for. Christians don't got nothing to look for because they don't understand the prophecies. They don't understand what, okay, this is supposed to happen, this is the, so they're just, that's why they have that saying in Israel, oh, that day is afar off. Right. All right? We know what that time is now because of the prophecies that are happening in conjunction with each other. All right?
That's right.
So we know, hey, Time is of the essence, and we out here, we're going harder in the spirit. It's the year, and Yahweh Shai, he's going hard in the spirit right now. It's the year to turn up. Look at all that's happened since the so-called New Year. You know?
What we're doing out here is it's basically a testament that you're about to receive the New Testament.
Yeah.
Us standing on our feet, the Most High, putting us together. We out here prophesying against this place.
That's right.
The place that had it in severe captivity. This was a severe captivity.
Yeah.
You know?
So the beauty of what's going on, you have on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, you got the wicked proclaiming their new NWO, they're trying to establish. And on the right-hand side, you got us proclaiming the real NWO that's about to be established. All right?
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1, in the middle of 1, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
That's that Lord coming back with, filling up the skies with the chariots. And then we used to say, maybe just 5 years ago, people would look at you crazy for saying that. But hey, it's been confirmed that they call them UAPs, they had to switch it up. You know what I mean? It's been confirmed that they're out there. There's so much footage. Everybody got a smartphone now. So people looking for the answers, we've had them the whole time.
And they, let's see, we start at verse 2. Still in verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for.
And you gotta admit, that does sound kind of strange. If you didn't know this truth and you walk by some dudes and they say, the Lord's gonna take us up in some chariots and in UFOs, and it's gonna be missiles coming down at the same time, it's gonna burn this place up, you'll be like,
Coat.
It would sound crazy, but hey, it's written. We can go and read it. We're reading about it now. You know? Just thought I already said.
That was the thing. Like the first thing, you never heard this truth. You walk by, you see a bunch of Negroes, African Americans, some of them get beaten up by spaceships. You don't think our doctrine is based on weed and shit like that.
Yeah, you're like, they smoking that shit. You know, like, they got that
Y'all
shit
put
on
that
their
good.
I get a bag. What y'all got over here? Go ahead, brother.
It's that word strange. Etymology, it says from somewhere else, foreign, unknown, unfamiliar, not belonging to the place where found. It says alien, unusual, unfamiliar. They're gonna be amazed at the it's like it says elsewhere, foreign, unknown, unfamiliar. See, because it's unknown to these people, man. You know, it's unfamiliar. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the UFO chariots, man. For these people, they're not used to seeing it. They don't know what it is, man. The Lord is gonna make it known who He is. Yahweh Shai is gonna reintroduce Himself to the planet Earth, man. Because these people, everybody done forgot under Esau's rulership. Esau done totally just got people so far gone that they don't even know who the Most High is anymore. They don't even, you got people on the planet Earth don't even believe in God.
Yeah.
You know?
And the ones that say they do, they have zero understanding of how the Lord operates. All right, so you got us, you got the 1% on the right-hand side, or it's less than that know about how the Lord get down and what's to come. And then on the left-hand side, they know too. You know what I mean? But everybody else, their mind is gonna be blown when they see this.
Right, the mind, because the world is in the lowest spiritual state it's ever been in existence. So even the heathen will see it from time to time, see miraculous spiritual things. You know, you see spirits coming from Washington with chariots. Those chariots were a known thing back then. You know? But now, like I said, Esau's in control, man. They're the lowest spiritual state it's ever been in. So the Most High is hiding himself. He's about to reveal himself in spectacular fashion.
In the ancient world, people knew that they knew, like you said, they knew about the chariots. So people always knew the only way to beat these people is to separate them from their power. Because if they're on the right course of their power, we can't defeat that. What are we gonna do about it? You know what I mean? So they knew they had to separate us from our power. And now the elites, they know they still have to keep us separated from our power. You know?
Man, I want to make a point. I'm trying to holler and say, man, how people don't know the nature of how much you know. like the scripture said in Revelation, he blasphemed the name, the tabernacle, and those that dwell in heaven, man. Okay, and that name comes from a reputation, you see. And everybody been told a lie, but like I said, the Lord is about to reintroduce himself, man. Like brother was saying, man, at one point in time on the planet Earth, just like going back to Rahab, when we was going to what was that, Jericho, you know, she knew, she was like, all the men fake because of you.
Yeah.
You know, they heard what the Lord had did to the Egyptians,
They
man.
know what's up.
You know, so the Lord is going to bring that back. This Deuteronomy 2:25, it says, this day will I begin to put the dread of thee and the fear of thee upon the nations that are under the whole heaven. Who shall hear report of thee and shall tremble and shall be astonished because of thee. You see, the Lord is bringing that same vibration, that old vibration back, so when they know who we are. That's why when the brother reads how when the righteous man standing in great fear, I mean, he said in boldness, you know, it said the next verse said, hey, there was trouble with terrible fear, basically, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. Tying right up with the Revelation 11 and 8 to what, like 10, you know. So the Lord is bringing that, he's bringing that reputation back on who he is and who we are, man.
That which was then is now, man. You know, Ecclesiastes 3. So it's going on again. The same things he did back then, he's doing it again, man. The plagues, he says that he's going to plague Egypt again as before, man. You know, so the same things that the Lord did, because that's his nature, like the Kahan said, like the elder said, you know what I'm saying, he's doing now. But these people don't understand that because, as we mentioned, they don't know the Lord, man. They know the lie.
Al-Shadja is returning. So that means terrible demon-like power. That's what they need to do the Most High.
Right.
When you look at the scripture, it says God Almighty, that's what means Al-Shadja.
Right.
Terrible demon-like power. So that's what's returning to the planet Earth.
Right.
Go ahead, this real quick. Isaiah 42:13. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war, which that's what he's doing now. He shall cry, yea, roar, he shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. And that's what we saw. The Most High has been quiet and refraining himself. He's let Esau rule, let Esau get away with it. On Ecclesiastes 8:11. The cities against the evil could not execute speedily. He set in the hearts of the people.
Right.
So he's been letting everybody do their tab. He's been chilling.
Right.
He's still been judging.
Right.
But he hasn't been doing those protective fashion like the prophet was saying he's going to do.
Right.
And he's still been issuing out judgment. But he's been letting everyone, like Esau, do his thing, good on the earth. Okay, do this witness that he's been set up. He's letting these wicked Jakes, these other heathen nations, everyone's been building up their tab. But now the Most High is about to cry in like a travailing woman down there, anyone who has a baby. You know when your woman went labor, how she was in pain. So multiply that to the nth degree to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Shai, the creator of the heavenly universe. I think about the magnitude of destruction and judgment he's about to bring to the planet Earth. Right. Along with exalting his men and sending his son back, who was very pissed off by this. You know?
Psalm 64:9, it says, all men shall fear and shall declare the works of the Most High, but they shall wisely consider of his doing. See, it's like what it said, the Lord has been judging. He's been judging, but these people don't understand judgment. But it's going to come to a point where it's going to be mass, the Lord is going to open up massive judgment, man. But people are going to consider that this got to be from on high. Right. Yeah. What's happening is divine. It's from a divine power, man. You know?
Like he's been searching up Babylon, American Babylon. People are like, God.
Yeah.
You know, there's not going to be a shadow of doubt that there's a God in the history. There's a God controlling it. That doubt and that question, that's going to be dead. That question will be answered in that time.
And not only is judgment going to come this time, but it's going to be the greatest judgment that's ever happened. Okay? It lets you know that with Matthew 24:21 and Daniel 12:1. The judgments that's getting ready to happen is going to be worse than any time that you can look up in the history book, man. There's nothing that you're going to be able to liken it to. It's going to be like, that's what it even says in Jeremiah 15, it says they should no more talk about the deliverance from Egypt. They should say they should talk about deliverance from the north country. Yeah, there we go. Right.
That's what we're going to talk about. We're not going to talk about that Passover. That Passover was heavy. Those 10 plagues, Pharaoh was ready to give up Jake after the first plague. Most of them, nope, not yet. Y'all need to party going.
Right.
You know, don't keep it going. So the 10 plagues, then he smacked the firstborn of everything,
Yeah.
while simultaneously protecting his people.
Man.
And that was epic. So for that to go across the land, everybody heard about this.
Yeah.
Like you said, Rahab the Harlot, she was like, man, everybody know about you.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what's crazy is when the spies went in, they saw the Philistines. They was afraid. They call them Nephthaliah, right? Giants. And lo and behold, the Most High had it to where the Canaanites, they knew who the nation of Israel was. Rahab told them.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. A woman would tell you the truth before a
A
nigga.
woman will tell you the straight skinny man.
Like,
When it
nah,
comes
they
to
just
truth.
hating on you.
Yeah.
You're doing your thing up here. Everybody like you up here. Don't worry about so-and-so.
He just hates.
He just hating on you.
Oh man.
You know? So, hey, so we good where we at. You know, we just have to believe. And stay patient. Easier said than done, but we are going to do it.
Yeah.
We got
Right.
this, brothers. We got it.
We
You
gonna,
know?
we gonna get that I told you so moment. Like
Yeah.
like you know, to original solid. We gonna, hey, Lord willing, we make it, and you can see these people, man, because they're so proud. It's like, ain't no way that you this proud.
That's right. That's right. Hey, with that being said, we like to give all praises to our Heavenly Father. His name is
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakapadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders as well. Peace and many salutations to Yakyam Torah and Yeshua. Shalom.
Shalom.